Hi, I'm Fallis, founder and CEO of Remote Stylist. I'm really excited that you're interested in the stylist opportunity, and now that you've had a chance to sort of review some of the basics of how it works, as well as dig into the financials, I wanted to sort of take a minute and explain why Remote Stylist exists and why I think this is a great business opportunity. At the end of the day, Remote Stylist is all about helping people. That is all we do. We help them find furnishings or source furnishings that will allow them to thrive in their environment. And by thrive in their environment, it could be an office, it could be a house, it could be a rental space, it could be a cottage. It doesn't really matter. It's just thrive in their surroundings in general. Think about it. You have probably been in a space at one point in time that was empty, or maybe it was too cluttered, or some variation in between. The reality is, if you walk through the front door after a busy day, and let's face it, we're only getting busier, and your space doesn't allow you to recharge and unwind, you can't put your best foot forward the other day. You're stressed out about something. Oh, I need to find this, oh, I need to find that, or I need to do this, I need to do that. In order to help the most people, I'm building out this network so that we can ultimately change the name of the furniture game. And there's a bit of a Dr. Phil or whatever therapist you want to add in there concept to it. Basically, you know, help yourself, help the next person, help each other. But that is really what it is all about. So we want to be extremely resourceful and we want to be extremely helpful. And the reality is, even if that doesn't lead to a sale, it's going to lead to a referral and maybe a sale down the road. So I just want to jump into the fact that online has really created a lot of the offline problems. Again, people are busy. We're only getting busier. The one thing they value is free time and help. So this is a very interesting time, and you know, I started this company 5 years ago, and it's only getting worse and worse and worse. And online, you know, there are more and more companies creeping up online and putting product in people's faces, but they're not helping them. They're just filling the market with product. And you've been there. You know that online leads to dead ends. You know, you have all sorts of scenarios where it's out of stock, you can't get it in your country, you know, something arrives, it's damaged, you can't ever find anybody to actually talk to, etc. So Remote Stylist really strikes that balance between automation and the technology and the product and that sort of stuff, as well as the human touch, and that is the secret to our success. So Stylist is extremely, extremely, extremely important and not underestimated, you know, sort of position within this firm. So, you know, in terms of becoming a stylist, I really, really think it's a life-changing opportunity. It's really interesting because it's now 2015 as I shoot this, and there's a real skill set out there, and you know, it really hasn't been tapped into. You know, you've sort of had the traditional, I'm a designer or a decorator or a builder or, you know, whatever you do, stager, or, you know, I work in retail, or I'm a rep and I'm a wholesaler, or I'm a mom and I've been through the purchasing cycle, or I'm a dad and I've been through the purchasing cycle. You know, I know all the pains about furnishing a home and, you know, what a nuisance it is. So it's really interesting because sourcing has never really been the focus of anything before. It's just sort of been the afterthought, and that is where the real problem lies. There's nothing more frustrating than, you know, finding something you love in a picture or magazine or, you know, wherever you see it at your friend's house and not being able to figure out how to get it, not to mention you figure out where to get it and then you can't figure out how to get it to your door. So Remote Stylist really provides all those steps along the way. And in terms of becoming a stylist, I mean, I think that there's unlimited potential, and you know, you'll make of it what you want to make of it, but it really has all the makings and a foundation for making it a life-changing opportunity. You know, with the product lineup and the fulfillment behind you and Remote Stylist as your partner, leading you every step of the way, you know, I think there's great ground for success. Particularly, there's no money out over front. We're going to teach you how to keep your overhead, you know, costs really, really low. And the best part is you get the support and training of a Remote Stylist. There is a 5-week training program, and the stylists who've been through it already, I think, will tell you it's pretty intense. We've tried to make it as visual as possible, but there are some basics that, you know, have to be covered. But we're going to teach you exactly what to do. So, having started businesses in the past, this is my second one. I can tell you, you know, being an entrepreneur is this, you know, dreamy sort of thing, and the reality is it's 20 times more work, and it is, you know, a whole lot of time spent wondering, you know, how do I do this? What if? All this sort of thing. So I've really built this course with those factors in mind. So we're going to teach you every single thing that you need to do, and the learning will never end. The cool thing about it is that we're going to teach you to become a great sharer and a great leader. And in this day and age, the opportunity that I think is really neat is this isn't some salesy driven organization. We're not pushing product out the door. The reality is that everybody lives somewhere, rent or own, and they need furniture. So it doesn't have to be, you know, the $20,000 couch. It can be the $200 couch, or it doesn't, you know, it can be the this lamp or that blanket. You know, we cross all style and price points, so that's not an issue. But the reality is that people have no idea that this business exists. They have no idea that there's a place or a person that they can turn to and get help and say, you know what, I just need a white lamp. Help. That's as simple as a request start. So we're going to train you to, you know, market yourself, become a great sharer of information so that people know that resource exists. But you're going to quickly find out with these tools to success that there's a lot more people than you ever anticipated around you that absolutely, you know, will turn to you for help. So again, we're going to walk you through every step of the way. We're going to tell you how to build your network. The reality is your network is only so big, so you always have to fish in somebody else's. But we're going to teach you how to build that network and how to add something as simple as 2 people a day. And if you think about it, 2 people a day is about 600 people a year. 5 years later, you have 3,000 new people. And I mean, these are people you're running into every day. You're not changing your habits at all. It could be the barista in the coffee store. It could be the postman. It could be the, you know, somebody you met on the side of your kid's soccer field. Like, it really doesn't matter. It's simply about building your network as you go. So online, offline, we're going to teach you how to build those relationships, and then, you know, what to do so that you'll be successful and ultimately be the greatest resource around you. The other really cool thing is that this has nothing to do with local. We are in Canada and the States right now. We can ship anywhere in the country. It's just outside the countries. It's just the continent, I guess. It's just not $1. Duties included. Mexico will soon become $1, and the Caribbean is, you know, next on our list. But that being said, you're going to end up with clients. You are building your business. Natural to start locally. Naturally to start with people you know. But you'll start to find that, you know, you might be on the West Coast and all of a sudden have East Coast clients, and off you go. So it's really going to hit home how the world is your oyster in no time. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we're there, we're your partner, it is your business, you're in the driver's seat, you can integrate it into your life however you want, but you really have nothing to lose to try it. And the next step after this is really going through this training program, and I really guarantee that it'll be the roadmap to your success. You're working in a time frame where the market is really receptive to what you're doing. You can do it on a part-time basis, you know, doing something else, providing you income, you know, while you get up and running. And as that, you know, sort of takes hold, as your stylist business takes hold, transition right through to a full-time career. So I really am excited to go through this journey with you. I really look forward to meeting you one day soon, and probably at our next conference. But I just wanted to sort of give you an overview that it really is about helping people, and I'm extremely passionate about that. So at the end of the day, this is the farthest thing from some corporate company that you could ever imagine, and I really hope that you'll take the next steps. Those are basically set up a 15-minute appointment with us next. Email stylisthelp@remotestylist.com. Send your phone number and what day works for you to have that conversation. We'll have a conversation with the stylist, get your questions answered, and then from there you'll get set up and you'll start in the onboarding. So again, it's about it's 5 weeks worth of material. It's sort of averages anywhere from 6 to 8 to 15 hours, depending on the week. Some people are taking a little bit longer to onboard. Again, you've got to fit it into your life. But that being said, it's not one of these training courses and then you go get started. You start doing from, you know, the minute you start this program, and there's lots of help and lots of support along the way. I think that's the one thing about Remote Stylist that's pretty cool. It's totally collaborative. Everybody is here to support each other, and everybody wants everybody to do well. There is plenty of business to go around. If you see another stylist on the stylist team page in your town, do not think of them as competition. Think of them as an ally. You guys, it's a great way to build your business. It's a great way to bounce ideas off of each other. You know, there's no exclusivity on who is where, because the world is our oyster and we have clients all over the place. So between building your client base, helping you build your client base, passing you referrals, etc., we're going to do this together, and I'm really excited that you've taken the first step to understand this journey. So from here, review the financial details, book your meeting, and we'll get started. Look forward to meeting you. Bye-bye.